5-year-old Sean dresses up to help street cats because it makes him feel like a superhero for animals. This dude is like the Tony Stark of costume superheroes. Like, look at all those outfits. Hey, Spanky Mankey! Welcome back to MK. My name's Jack and I'll be your guide to today's meme smiles. All the smiles that will make you go, man, a meme smile. And if it doesn't meme you smile, then we failed our job and I shall be punished, so... Please smile. Meanwhile, in personal win, after my fiancé cheated on me and destroyed me emotionally 10 months ago, I have completely redefined myself and became someone I like being. I found new love with a supportive woman and even achieved my dream of owning a motorcycle. Never been happier than I am now. Yes, man. Look, I don't know about you, but I feel like every time I've gone through some really emotionally difficult event, that like it's like a stock. Like you go down on a huge dip, but you just come out greater. So in a way, I've grown to like and appreciate moments where I'm in a lot of emotional stress. I feel it's weird to think of it like that. Would you call it nihilistic optimism or optimistic nihilism? This wild orangutan tried to save a man from a snake-infested pond, believing that he was in danger. The man was actually there to remove snakes from the pond to keep the apes safe. This ape made repeated attempts to help the man by reaching out his hand so he could pull him out of the murky water. And of course, someone has to turn it into a meme format because the internet. I work remotely, and every day when I walk out of my office, my dad says, "Well, you made great time getting home." I never want him to stop. "And I won't rest until I've gotten a hot dog."
Homer, this is a cemetery.
Hot dogs, get your hot dogs here.
Woohoo! What do? Follow my husband around?
Lady, he's putting my kids through college. When I was a kid, I faxed my dad's satellite office drawings of horses. I had watched my father send so many faxes that I had the process memorized. Except for some reason, I thought that I could fax things to grandma. I put in the numbers for the office every time, but was convinced that the faxes were going to grandma. I also didn't think to inform my parents that I was doing this. My dad visited the satellite office, a 3-hour drive, one day and discovered their conference room whiteboard absolutely covered in my drawings. The guys thought it was adorable that I sent drawings and letters to them and didn't tell my dad because they knew he'd stop me. Dad's probably thinking, the damn kid's trying to steal my job from me, rubbing shoulders with my co-workers. Personal win. After years of applying and disappointment, my mum finally got a job that she's longed for. I'm very proud. Hey, cheers, mama. Enjoy the cold one. One of my old co-workers got hurt really bad while he was out riding his bike after work. The doctor told us to say goodbye because he probably wouldn't make it. But he did. He came out of his coma, went through multiple surgeries and rehab. Not only did the owners of the mom-and-pop store we worked for pay for almost all his hospital bills and more, they continued to pay him weekly, plus the bonuses he would have gotten. They also held his job for him. How dare you not name and promote this store? They deserve the recognition. To whoever found my keys on the Des Plaines River bike trail, put them in a bag, and hung them from a tree, you are a lifesaver. I'm reminded that there are so many good people out there, and you made my day. After months of trying for a child, my girlfriend sent me this photo. Oh no, double not pregnant. Oh, that's a shame. That's not a making me smile, that's a making me sad. Today I asked a kindergartner if Friday was his favorite day of the week, and his response was, I don't know. I don't know a lot of things. I'm confused all the time. Maybe I am a kindergartner. Too nice of a day to stay in the house. Met wife at work just to give her a kiss. Mwah. Small success. 4 years ago, I left an abusive relationship. I started over with nothing but 2 trash bags of clothes, sleeping on my daughter's couch. I worked hard to rebuild my life, with no thoughts of dating ever again. 1 year ago, Mr. Right walked into my life out of the blue. Life is beautiful with him by my side. Oh my goodness, with a smile like that, how could you say no to this, man? Look, jeez. Like, you ever see photos of people and you can just tell they're just in absolute bliss? Along with the fact that they seem like an absolute bliss to be around. Look at their faces. Come on, man. Yesterday, I stopped to pet a dog, and as the owner walked away, I heard him say to her, "You see? Everybody loves you, and you don't even love yourself." and I'm going to be thinking about it for the next 5 years. Wholesome moments. My son had his gymnastics meet today. When his teammate didn't get any medals, he offered to share one of his. But I didn't earn it, his friend said. My son replied, "You earned it by being my best friend." Made me tear up. What a good little man. Oh, gee, okay, I was expecting you to have maybe 1 and was giving that away, but was that 5? What are you doing, dude? Collecting Pokemon at gymnastics? Bloody talented and a good friend. Yeah, what else is there to want? My dad is sitting outside in an inflatable hot tub listening to Dark Side of the Moon, and I get this freaking text. Oi, turn the bathroom light off. I'm in there, stupid. Use a flashlight, you're killing the mood. Possibly the sweetest act of kindness I've seen. Family had electricians in every week for the past 6 weeks, and their little boy was obsessed with them. He hounded them with questions, kindness, and constant offers to help. The little boy just received this from them. Oh, no way. They actually gave him a pay slip! Employee name, Theo, for completion of the following jobs. Measuring of items, 150. Counting and adding up numbers of sockets, 150. Catering, yummy cookies, 150. Excellent volunteering, 150. Quality assurance, asking a lot of questions, 9. Total 15 pounderoonies. That is all yours, Theo. Redditors with thin walls. What have you heard in your apartment? My parents told me stories about the apartment they lived in when I was a baby. The lady above was a classically trained pianist, and her music room was above my room. Apparently, when I would start crying in my crib, she would start playing and I would go right to sleep. After my parents divorced, my dad stayed in the same apartment. A few years later, when I went to visit him, I was about 10 or 11, I got to finally meet her for the first time. The woman who used to play to me to sleep as a baby taught me how to play the piano 10 years later. Remember this, popcorn is prepared all in the same pot, in the same heat, in the same oil, but they don't pop at the same time, so don't compare yourself to others. Your time to pop is coming. I may be straight, but I don't hate. I'll be out there working at Pride Fest today wearing this shirt under my uniform for a lot of reasons. For my stepbrother, for my priest, for my aunts who died before they could legally marry, for all of the cops I have worked with over the years, including one of the best partners I've ever shared a sector car with, for my classmate in high school whose parents made him sleep in a tent in his yard, for the man who cried on my shoulder about losing his partner on 9/11, for every call I went to where someone got kicked out of their house or whose family just didn't understand. For anyone who's had to hide who they are, I've got your back. Love is love. Personal win. After 2 years of learning photography and posting my work, a Redditor hit me up for a print. This is my first commission ever, and the first time ever seeing my work in print. Oh damn, dude, that is amazing work. I am not surprised that you have managed to get a sale. More wins. Last year I put down the bottle and picked up gardening to help my overwhelming anxiety. Today, I broke a flower just after buying it. Last year, I would have cried my eyes out as if I were the dumbest person alive and beaten myself up for weeks. Today, I have a flower hair. That is all. It's a pretty flower for a pretty face. Look at how happy my dad is. He just started baking school, and I'm so proud. Okay, hang on. Just started baking school, and he's already making this stuff. Either baking is a lot more easier than I realize, or this person is a prodigy in the making. So I sold my daughter's slide yesterday on Facebook Marketplace. I asked the buyer, "How old are your kids?" She giggled and said, "No, it's for my pugs. They love to go up and down a slide." We are all mothers in our own way. Made my day. Another personal win. As a dad, giving my daughter the hairstyle that makes her feel like a queen always is a win in my book.
Absolutely flawless.
What have you found out about someone that you would never tell them you know? I think I have told this story on here before. In elementary school, I saw one of my best friends eating pizza somebody had thrown in a garbage can. I found out a bit later that his dad had lost his job, and his dad, his 2 sisters, and his mom were living on the streets. But he would have died from shame if I had told him that I know. But my mom found out from me, and she bought him and his sisters lunch cards for the year, and breakfast cards. The school lunch lady told them that they won them in a raffle. Ooh, sneaky. HR at my work just called me, and I thought I was in trouble for something, but they just let me know that my 11-year-old sister has been commenting on their Instagram every day telling them to give me a raise. Well, clearly you are driving more traffic towards their Instagram, so if anything, they deserve to reward you for giving them that work. This is my partner Zora. He's blind, hence the reason his eyes look closed. I made him smile, so he made me smile, and now I hope he makes you smile. Well, with hair as luscious as that, I'd be smiling too. 72 hours sober for the first time in several years. I know it's not much, but I'm getting there. Good on you, man. Focus on the positives. Praise yourself for even the smallest of success. Just keep doing it until it's a habit, and then every time you do stumble a bit, it becomes nothing more than just a slight misstep. Meanwhile, in a wacky alternate universe where nothing makes sense, a church sign says, God prefers kind atheists over hateful Christians. More religions like this, please. My dad once wrote a note to us and put it in a drawer. The note said, if you're scared to tell me something, just bring me this note as a reminder that I'm here to support you. I won't get mad. I will work with you on a solution. Best way to keep your kids talking to you. When I was a kid, I used to pray every night I'd wake up the next morning with a girl's body. Today I woke up. My son just told me that he loves the new toy trucks they got at daycare. They are his toy trucks. We donated them because he refused to play with them. Kids. Never will they make sense. Jim Cummings, the voice of Winnie the Pooh, often calls children in hospitals and talks to them in Pooh's voice. He once called a little girl in the hospital dying of cancer. The mother of the girl told him that was the first time she smiled in 6 months. That's a bit sad. Good news! Good news! New Zealand just approved a new measure allowing for paid leave after miscarriage. The legislation is believed to be among the first in the world, applying to couples who lose a baby at any point. Well, there goes New Zealand again, being the better country. Look at me! I'm actually really good at my job. We had COVID cases, but now there's nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Stupid sexy New Zealand. Alright folks, it's time for some fan art. Well, today's work is a shout out towards Into Many Phantoms. Phantoms. Me and my little sister were watching your videos together and she drew this fan art. She never shows me her art, so this was a surprise. Your videos do bring us together, so thanks you. Thanks you for that heartwarming message. You two are the best. And thank you for the colorful work, buddy. More like best buddy. Thank you so much for the work. I especially relate to the irony though of being too afraid to show your personal creative work to close family members, but not being afraid at all to share it with the world on the internet. It deserves to be shared. It's great artwork. Of course, those of you aside from Buddy would like to have your artwork on the channel, make sure you post it in the MK subreddit as always. But for now, that is the end of these antics. I hope you had some fun today and are feeling a little bit better about things. At the very least, more driven to be more happier with what you're doing right now. Or in the very least, just the drive to want to change. Whatever you're doing, just remember every little effort is what makes it worth it. Don't focus so much on the end goal, focus on the attempts. Now, if you've got the time, why not check out some more videos on the channel? And if you are new to this one channel specifically, then, well, you should subscribe. Clearly, if you're this far in the video, you should do that. I mean, get more of this stuff on the daily. Why not? It's a win-win. Anyway, bye for now. My name has been Jack, and you have been amazing. And I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.